The very first one is that, can this be a part-time career or should this definitely be a full-time career? I think based on my own opinion and experience and things that I've seen in the past 16 years, a part-time kind of mindset in the real estate industry is very hard to flourish. It's very hard to sustain. A lot of time you'll be struggling with a lot of mindset issues, and at the same time, it's also perception issues that your customers have from you. So let's take two examples. If let's say I'm a consumer and let's say I'm a home seller, and we always like to position ourselves in the shoes of the consumer first before we decide which should be the right decision to make. And why is that important is because the notion about customers being king in the industry is definitely present, and without customers identifying your value, whether is it a perceived value or is it a real value, you cannot survive as a business. The only way to survive as a business is to continually to increase your value to your consumers so that they will continue to trust you and purchase your products and services from you. So let's think from the eyes of a consumer, and then we can see whether we can answer this question about full-time or part-time. All right, so if I'm a home seller, I have my property that I'm planning to sell, because let's say I want to upgrade to a bigger property. My first initial instinct is that I want to find the top agent, and I want to find a very competent agent with a good track record. Maybe if let's say I'm staying in a condominium project, I want to find out who is that one agent or that few agents that has a great level of experience in selling properties in my condo or in some of the surrounding condos in my district, because I want to see somebody with a proof of work, with social proof. I want to see whether his or her past customers are happy with their service. I want to see what kind of marketing tools do they have, what kind of content they will create for my property. And at the same time, I also want to see if they are available to take on my project, because I don't want to engage somebody, sign an exclusive contract with them for 3 to 4 months, and then after that, they say that, hey, I got no time to bring people to look at my property. So we're looking for a few things as a consumer. I want somebody with attention to details, available in terms of their capacity, experience in terms of what they can do for my place, exposure in terms of marketing, content, and branding for my property. And most importantly, I want somebody that can also walk me through this journey as a consumer, so that I can just hand over this entire project to this professional individual, and then I can focus on my family and my own profession. So that is the mindset of every consumer that is buying a product or service. Because as a consumer for a product or service, I don't want to be the project manager for the marketing of my home. I mean, if I want to be involved, then why do I need to pay a professional fee to a profession to sell my place? I definitely want a kind of like a hands-off experience, but at the same time, I also want to be assured that this 3 to 4 months, there are solid work, professional work that will be done, taking care of my interests. So with this backdrop of a consumer having this expectation and mindset, then we will be able to decide and see whether a part-time model in the real estate business or full-time model works. Because if in this context, definitely a part-time model wouldn't work, whether in the short or long run.